Hold on to your seats, Bears fans, because I've got news that's going to shake Soldier Field to its core. First up, an ex-quarterback might be about to take the reins of the team. Is this the change we need, or will it sink us further into mediocrity? Management seems impressed, but I have my doubts. What do you all think? Second, our star rookie receiver hasn't shined as we hoped. 54 receptions? Only 3 touchdowns? Come on, we know he can do more. Does he need more time, or have we overestimated his talent? This season will be crucial for his future in Chicago. And last but not least, there's a defensive monster in the draft who could change the game for us. We're talking about a real quarterback hunter, but to snag him, we have to make a bold move. Is it worth the risk? I think so, but I want to know what you think. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to break down every one of these bombs. If you're true Bears fans, you can't miss a second of this video. Like, subscribe, and hit the notifications to stay updated on the future of our beloved team. Mike Kafka, yes, that Mike Kafka, the Chicago native, is on the Bears' radar to be the next head coach. Can you believe it? I'm telling you, this could change the course of our dear franchise. Now, let me ask you something. Do you really think Kafka is the answer for the Bears? I have my doubts, and I'll tell you why. Kafka has an interesting track record, I can't deny that. He's played for several NFL teams and has had a meteoric rise in the coaching ranks. He went from quarterbacks coach to passing game coordinator with the Chiefs, and then became the offensive coordinator for the Giants in 2022. Sounds good, right? But wait a minute. Have you seen the Giants' offense lately? I'm telling you, it's a mess. They were near the bottom in total yards and points scored last season. Is this really the guy we want running our offense? Now, some will say, but Steven, Kafka is known for developing quarterbacks. And I ask you, really? What happened with Daniel Jones then? Another first-round pick who hasn't taken off under his tutelage. Is this the man we want to trust with developing Caleb Williams? But here's the interesting part. Despite all this, the Bears management seems impressed. Is it because of his local connections with Chicago and Northwestern University? I think they're seeing something we're not, or maybe they're desperate. What do you think? The Bears are casting a wide net in their search. They've already requested interviews with Ben Johnson from the Lions and other notable coordinators. Their list includes names like Aaron Glenn, Vance Joseph, Anthony Weaver, and Drew Petzing. It's an ambitious search, I'll give them that. But back to Kafka. Yes, he has potential. Yes, he has local connections. But I ask you, is that enough? Is he the one who can take the Bears to the next level? Look, I understand the Bears want someone who can develop Williams and revitalize our offense. But shouldn't we be looking for someone with a proven track record of success? Someone who has shown they can turn a mediocre offense into a powerhouse? I'm telling you this, the Bears are at a crucial moment. We can't afford another mistake at the head coach position. We need someone who can bring out the best in our young talent, someone who understands the history and culture of the Bears but can also lead us into the future. Kafka could be that man, but I have my reservations. How about you? Do you think Mike Kafka is the right choice for the Bears? Or should we keep looking? I leave you with this question. If you were Ryan Poles, would you hire Mike Kafka as the next head coach of the Bears? Or would you keep searching for that special coach who can bring us back to glory? Rome Odunze, our number 9 pick in the draft, the supposed savior of our aerial offense, you know what? He had a disappointing rookie season. Yes, I said it. Disappointing. Now, before you start yelling, let me ask you, 54 receptions, 734 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Is this what you expected from a top 10 pick? I'm telling you no. Not even close. Look, I understand there were mitigating circumstances. Caleb Williams was learning, Shane Waldron proved to be a disaster as an offensive coordinator, and we had DJ Moore and Keenan Allen hogging passes. But come on, where were those spectacular catches we were promised? Where were those touchdowns that were supposed to make Soldier Field tremble? I think Odunze owes us more. Much more. 6th in yards, 7th in receptions, and 12th in touchdowns among rookies? That's not worthy of such a high pick. But I ask you, is it all Odunze's fault? Or should we look beyond? Now, not everything is negative. He had 2 games with over 100 yards and scored 2 touchdowns against the 49ers. But let's be honest, is that enough? I'm telling you no. However, the future could be bright. With Allen likely leaving, Odunze will have more opportunities. His connection with Williams should improve. But that's for next year. This year, he left much to be desired. I'm telling you this, Odunze has the potential to be great. But potential doesn't win games. We need production. We need him to be the receiver he promised to be when we drafted him. Now, I ask you, do you think Odunze can make the leap in his second year? Or have we overrated his talent? Bears fans, I need you to listen. This is a crucial moment for our franchise. We have a young and talented quarterback in Williams. We need Odunze to become that threat that complements more and makes our offense unstoppable. So here's my question for you. If you were Ryan Poles, what would you do to ensure Odunze reaches his full potential next season? Would you bring in a new receivers coach? A new offensive coordinator? Or do you think he just needs time to develop? Alright, now let's get to the juiciest part of this video. A player who can change the history of this franchise. We're talking about Abdul Carter, that defensive monster from Penn State. And you know what? The Bears might have to move up in the draft to snag him. But is it worth it? I think so, and I'll tell you why. First off, look at him. 6'3", 259 pounds of pure athleticism. This kid went from linebacker to defensive end and dominated. 11 sacks this season? 40 solo tackles? Those are superstar numbers, people. Now, some will say, but Steven, he's a bit light for the position. And I ask you, so what? His explosiveness and closing speed are on another level. This kid gets to the quarterback like his life depends on it. But let's be honest, our pass rush has been a disaster. The trade for Montez Sweat hasn't delivered the results we hoped for. And what have we put on the other side? DeMarcus Walker and some rotating veterans. That's not enough, folks. Not in today's NFL. Now, I've heard some rumors about Chase Young in free agency. But I'm telling you, why settle for good when we can have great? Carter is the future. He's the kind of player who can completely change our defense. Yes, we have to move up from the 10th to the 6th spot. Yes, it would probably cost us some picks. But I ask you, isn't it worth it to have an elite quarterback hunter for the next 10 years? Imagine Carter and Sweat coming off both edges. Imagine opposing quarterbacks trembling every time they face the Bears. That's what Carter can bring to the table. But here's the big question. Will Ryan Poles have the guts to make this move? Will he be willing to bet big on a player who could change the course of our franchise? I think he should. This team needs a jolt of energy on defense. We need someone who can make opposing quarterbacks shake. And Abdul Carter could be that man. So, Bears fans, I ask you, would you be willing to see the Bears move up in the draft to get Carter? Or do you think we should stay put and see what falls our way? Dear Chicago Bears fans, we've taken an exciting journey together through the latest team news. Now, it's time for you to be an active part of this conversation. Let's think about the future of our beloved team. Do you believe Mike Kafka has what it takes to be the next head coach and lead us back to glory? Or should Ryan Poles keep searching for that special coach? Speaking of potential, what strategies would you suggest to maximize Odunze's talent in his first season? A new receivers coach? An innovative offensive coordinator? Or just giving him time to develop? And let's not forget the draft. Would you agree with the Bears moving up to secure a talent like Carter? Or would you prefer to keep our current position and see what opportunities arise? Your opinions are crucial to enrich this community. I invite you to join our family of fans by subscribing to the channel. Together, we can create a space where our love for the Bears grows stronger and bigger. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Your voice matters, and we want to hear it. Click that subscription button and be part of this amazing Chicago Bears fan community. Remember, we're more than just followers, we're a family united by the passion for football and the Chicago Bears. See you in the next video. Bear down!